Hi, welcome to Derek Does. Today we're going to do these. These are my two pairs I have left of the 1947 Levi vintage clothing, LVCs, 47s. I don't, if you remember my 44 version episode I actually got a new pair and I showed you kind of the difference between a brand new pair and an older pair. These are both older pairs. This one's so old, the tag's gone. I've had these for ages. I love the 47s. Unfortunately, these are too big for me now. And I need to find, if I can, I don't think I will, a US made 47 from a few years ago, perhaps like in a 32 size. These are 36 size. These are 36, 34s. And then this pair, which the tag is gone, is actually, I'm gonna look in the side here. This was a pair of, these were 38 38s. Back when LVC actually made leg sizes in a big size. I think 40 was actually the biggest they made, but these were 38s. I don't think they make 38s. I think 34 is the longest they make now, but these were 38 38s, and of course they shrink up, and these were 36 34s, but I'm going to show you what a 1947 LVC is like, what to look for, and these two particular pairs that I have, and then a lot of the current jeans that you can buy, a lot of the Japanese jeans and everything, are all based, for the most part, on the 47s. Now they make skinny jeans and tapered jeans and all sorts of stuff and salvage stuff that never existed. But kind of the gold standard for salvage jeans, kind of, you know, at least for most people, is the 47 cut. And these are the LVC 47 cuts. Let's take a look. So these are my two pair. Again, this is the original pair and then the newer pair. I'll say newer pair. This pair is probably, I don't know, maybe 10 years old, and this pair is probably 15 years old. Things to look for when you're looking at a 47, things that are different than, say, the 44 that we looked at earlier. One, the 47 is the jean that Levi's made to replace the war model, because now the war was over and they could put the rivets back onto the watch pockets. So both this pair, you can see the watch pocket has a rivet on it. Also, the arctilets are sewn on, and if you notice, this is the first time they actually sewed it. I guess I didn't show you that, but earlier models, they used a single needle. It would make one pass, and then they come back and make another pass. This is the first year that they started, and they use this every year since, using a double needle. It comes down, and then one of the needle actually raises up. You turn it, and then you push the needle back down, and then the two needles catch up again, and then they make that. And it's it gives you this look here. This is kind of unique. Whenever you see that, you know it was a double needle machine that did this work, because that's just kind of a leftover piece of what happens when the needle raises. And actually, I've got a Singer double needle here, but I don't have, on this particular one, I don't have the lifter. But what happens is when it comes through, there's a pin right here that you undo and you pull out, and this whole needle lifts up, and then you can make your turn to do the other side. It comes down, you push it down, push it in, and then you continue on with the turn. So anyway, that's what's particular on this. Other things that it has a just a one-sided Big E tag. If you look there, but if you look there, it's not written on that side. Later models, they actually put it on both sides. This pair is here, but it's folded up. I don't know if I can get into it or not. Well, here you can see this side doesn't have it, but it's kind of tough to get in there. There you go. It is there. It's just kind of folded up over the years. Both these pairs have been worn countless years. You can see the hidden rivets have worn through on both of these pretty much at the same point. They didn't do it here, but they did it here. Each of these corners have worn away. It's worn away here in the middle where the this is kind of where it's raised, where all the material comes together in that point. This is the same. This pair I've kind of repaired over the years. This is my first pair of these. Both the pockets had ripped out here, so it's kind of a rough fix, but it works. And I don't think this pair of the pockets did not rip out yet. These are still okay. And then it's a 12-inch salvage. This is both of these are cone 12-inch, or not 12-inch, 12-ounce salvage. Both of these are cone, and you can see it's actually different. For some reason, this one is not a red line, but it's just a salvage, and this one is actually a salvage. And of course, there's a repair here from the cuffing. It's repaired here, and then also a repair there. But let's take a look on the inside, and I'll show you the tags of each of the jeans, and you can see the differences between the two. So on this pair, this is the original. When you used to get LVCs, it would have this tag on it. This is made in San Francisco. You can tell that because it has the 555, and that 555 is also represented on the back of the buttons. I don't know if you can see that there, but it's the 555. 555 was the number that they gave the factory in San Francisco. Of course, made in San Francisco, or made in USA. The original size at 3838, and here you can actually see these are 1947 501s. I'm not sure on this one if that's from 2001. I don't think, I know they're not 2006, 17. I'm not positive on the last four for dating, but kind of gives you, actually no, I think it's, that actually might be the date there. It might be 2002 when these came out. You can leave a comment if you know for sure. I'm not positive. But anyway, that's the original tag on those. And if you notice, they didn't stamp LVC. Oh, here you can see both the pocket. This pocket had ripped out through the years, and so I sewed a replacement on it. And then this one I just repaired. This happens with the old jeans, especially when you wear them for years and years and years and years. That's what happens. Let's take a look on the inside of this one. And so on this one, this is the newer one. You can tell it has the Levi's vintage clothing stamped on it. Same issue with pockets. For some reason, my keys must wear out these pockets or something. This has the newer tag on it. And you can see here, it's made in the US. I'm not sure where in the US, but it's made in the US. But then it also has the, the sizes, everything. But they also have a lot for the international markets of everything you need, legally, I guess, to sell it wherever it needs to be sold. Even the patch tells you it's a cow patch. And then here, very similar to the other one, this is your information. So here you can see it's right there, say 47 501s. So obviously that 119 isn't. I don't think that's the date. Can't read at the bottom. It just says rinse. Oh, this one had a rinse on it. Okay, I bought this pair used, actually, I think on eBay maybe. So this was actually a pair that was not raw and it had a rinse on it, I guess. And then this pair is, I did actually buy raw. Actually, I think I can't remember exactly where I got these. I might have actually ordered these from Arrow back in the day. Arrow Leather in Scotland. Because I know they were like one of the earlier ones that actually carried the LVCs. and I would order a pair. I know I ordered 55s through them. I might have ordered a pair of 47s too. But again, these would have been really stiff, you know, dark blue, raw denim. This had obviously a rinse or a wash on it. But these are the 47s, and I will hold these up. You can kind of see the wear patterns on them. But that's what to look for. The main thing on the 47s as opposed to the other ones are 47s are a little trimmer, a little more modern fitting, I guess you would say, instead of more of the boxy like the 44s. But the 55s actually are kind of boxy, so it's a little thicker. So I'm going to hold them up and show you kind of what everything looks like with the 47s and what you can expect if you get a pair of how they'll look over the years. Kind of the whole reason you get a pair of vintage jeans or a vintage salvage jeans is to get the fades on them. And here you can see this is the San Francisco pair. I don't know if you can see here. They're really, oh, again another, I'd worn out a knee there. That's been repaired. And then here on the back, not crazy. What happens is once they start to fade really well, you kind of lose, you know, the honeycombs and everything like that, because the jeans I mean, they're there, you can see them, they just get faded into the jean itself, because the entire jean now has fades and different colors, and the denim just gets thin, very, very soft, just from years and years and years of use and wearing. But still a great pair of jeans, super comfortable. I love these jeans. Unfortunately, I just can't wear them because they're just too big for me. This other pair that had the wash, even though it has a wash, oh, here you can see it. It's kind of a combination of me and the wash it came with. You can see that. And then a little bit there in the legs. But again, it does have some repairs on it, as I think all jeans, especially a pair of jeans that looks used, should have repairs on them. That's just me. I always, as a kid growing up, I love old jeans, and I always, and like when stonewash jeans first came out, I didn't like them, because to me, you had to earn a pair of jeans, and you could go to the store and you buy a pair that looks like you've owned them forever, and you didn't. So that's kind of the thing why I like salvage jeans, because you earn it. You know, they come stiff, dark blue. You know, you do your soak and you wear them for a year, you know, and then you do another soak, and you can really tell a guy that does that, because the jeans just look so much better than anything. And then the thing I hate is, though jean manufacturers will modern jean, you know, modern stuff, not really, I guess Levi does it too, but they'll find an old pair of jeans that looks great, and then they'll try to emulate that and then sell it to a guy. And this is something I see all the time, is people will have like this crazy wear here, but then there's nothing, there's no wear anywhere else in the jean, or like the leg will be all this or that, but on the other side of the leg, it's a brand new pair of jeans. It's like they never thought about, oh, how would I look in the mirror, you know, if I turned around. And a true pair of salvage jeans will get you that perfect look, because they are perfect. I love them. But these, again, I'll stop, get off my soapbox. These are, again, older pairs, and I'll probably actually sell these just because I like to get a newer pair that'll actually fit me so I can wear them, because jeans are great, but if you can't wear them, they're okay to look at. But I could use a couple pair. But these are the LVC 1947. This pair was the San Francisco one, and this one's just a US. I don't know where they were made. And you could see the difference, even though it's the same jean, and they're both made in the US, and they're both cone. This one is a different salvage than this one. This one is a red line, which is kind of like the normal everything. This might have been like a really early pair of the 47s before they decided that they were going to go with the red line, because obviously these don't have red lines in them. This is just your normal, it's just a salvage denim. I don't know, it might have just been what Cone had at that time too. I know LVCs, even though they're really great, aren't always perfectly accurate. The Japanese salvage actually take that perfection to a next level, where when they make a pair of jeans, sometimes some manufacturers, they'll actually make the mistakes that the US makers back in the 40s, when they would make a pair of jeans, because they were mass producing this stuff, because they only sold these were maybe like $2-3 probably back in the day for a whole pair of jeans. And so they're just cranking these things out. And the operators, you know, if they messed up, who cares? It's a pair of jeans. You know, people didn't, you only wore them to work. And I don't mean going to work, but I mean working, not going to the office. And so if there was a mistake, there was a mistake, and they'll actually throw in a little bit of those mistakes here and there if it's a wonky line or anything like that. And a lot of people love that. They think that's just like, wow, this is like so authentic. And it kind of is authentic. It really is. But LVCs, these, I don't think there's any mistakes on these. They're especially if you're spending that sort of money, you want a pair of jeans that's kind of perfect, I guess. Anyway, that's off of that. If you like this sort of content, please subscribe. I still have a couple more I'm going to show you, and I might show you some other stuff, some other cool vintage stuff. But these are the LVC 1947s. There's the tag there. Please subscribe, comment, like, and if there's something I missed or something I was wrong on, let me know. They'll at least be in the comments for other people. They can see it and know. But there you go. LVC 1947s. See you next time.